The fifth pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Trae Young from the University of Oklahoma.
In the days leading up to the draft, the guy was a sensation in college basketball last year. Some said would be slipping. Concerns about his size, concerns about his defense. He said it was up to him to change that narrative.
Is Trae the new Steph?
He's not the new Steph, but he has the potential to be.
History being made game by game with Trae Young. He has been, in a word, incredible.
All right, we look at some of the rising stars. This was not a debate at the beginning, but it has really gotten tighter over the second half between Luka Doncic, who's been special all year, and a passing of the torch, if you will, with Dirk's last game tonight there at Dallas. And meanwhile, here in the Trae TL, if you will, you've gotten an opportunity to be a part of, I won't say like a father-son relationship at this age, Vince, but obviously you you've had a chance to see his game evolve. What are some of the differences you've noticed from the guy you met and the one who is closing his first season?
I think first and foremost, he's playing the point guard position, which is, I think, the toughest position. This guy Shaq, which is the toughest position to play, and he's trying to accomplish a lot of things. He wants to show that he belongs here. He can score, but still run a basketball team. And I think that was the struggle early, is trying to figure it out. And as the season wore on, started seeing a couple of teams the second and third time, he started to settle in. His shot started to fall, and he just started making plays for our team.
Your intelligence, your ability to raise your game so quickly has been remarkable. Do you guys study a lot of film? Do you talk to coaches about it?
Definitely. I mean, I don't want to say it now, but I actually watch him, see how he's just attacking the defense, whether it's he beating the big off the blitz or snaking it or whatever. So I study just a lot of film on, like, top guards in this league and just learn from them.
I mean, a year ago, you were kind of breaking out of your little slump you had at the start of your career. Now you're starting a little starting.
Yeah.
Like, what are the steps that took to get here today?
Patience.
Patience. It was a year, man.
Yeah.
It took me like 10 years.
Well, it seemed like forever for me, especially going through that slump that I had early on. I felt like everybody was just on top of you, and it's like it's a bad feeling. So I felt like I knew I should be here because of the work I put in.
That's his range.
Young from center court, yes.
You're a great shooter. Your game continues to improve.
You can call him Trae TL, or you can call him Ice Trae. Call him whatever you want.
I like Trae TL.
Yeah.
I like
Trae
TL.
Good.
That's like Wade County.
Appreciate it. Great to have you here, man.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, appreciate it. Congratulations. You've been on fire lately.
Thank you. Thank you, Vince.
I've never been a shooter.
Trae, go ahead, Shaq.
I've always been a prolific MF scorer.
You know what MF stands for? Most frequent.
Most frequent. So my question is, growing up, who was your inspiration? How'd you become such a deadly shooter? And let the children know what it takes to become a deadly shooter. Because we have shooters in this league, but I think you, Curry, KD, guys like that, you guys are deadly shooters.
Yeah. John, Jacoby and I were together watching the game, and as he mentioned, he's a Daisy Knicks fan. I got family in Atlanta, and all I was doing was this the whole game. Because Ice Trae was out there, brr on him. What are the Hawks who get a chance to see him perform on a daily basis, Trae Young? What is it like now to see him in the playoffs and play on the big stage like he did in Game 1?
For me, it's right up his alley. You know, just me being around Trae, what he does, his skill, his work ethic, his mentality for the game. You know, he lives for these moments or that specific moment at the end of the game. Those are the type of thing, moments, like I said, he steps up for, and seeing him do what he does in the clutch, it's impressive, and he does it time and time again. So you got no choice but to be a little cold.
The Hawks pushing them to the limit. I had the Hawks making the playoffs this year, but I think they're going to be a dangerous out in the Eastern Conference, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Trae Young is unguardable.
Trae Young, star-born right now? What we saw
yes, he is. Right? Yes, he is. This is his coming out party.
It is, isn't
it? This is why I picked the Hawks to win in 7. It's because of Trae Young. I mean, he's a 4-level scorer, and right now I feel like he's going to be what Jamal Murray was last year in the bubble. He's going to come out and pull out put on a performance. I mean, he's built for this, right? He's been doing this since he was at Oklahoma. The lights has been shining bright on him for a while, and now he has the supporting cast to do it. He has the Clint Capella down there along with John Collins. And then he have Bogdanovich, who's stretching the floor, averaging 17 points a game. Lemon Pepper Lou coming in off the bench. Like, he have so many weapons, but Trae is so phenomenal. The guy averaged 25 points and 9.5 assists this year, and he even make the All-Star team, and nobody really was talking about it. He gets you 25 in his sleep. So I feel like the Knicks just don't have enough to match up with him. I think he's going to get past the first round.
You know, Trae, what was going through your head when you look at the crowd and said, it's real quiet in this bug? Explain to the kids, you know, what that feels like.
Yeah. Good question, Shaq. I think it was, I mean, you know, you've been in the biggest stages. I mean, when you're, in the zone and everybody's chanting F you. I don't know if any of y'all had that, but I've had it a couple times. I had it in college, and I had it again tonight. So, I mean, it got real quiet at the end. And for me, I wanted to hear those FU chants again.
Trae.
What you gonna do now? Spit on me?
Yeah.
After I'm busting you up, what you gonna do now?
Hey, man. Trae's enjoying every bit of that environment, man.
Bang!
He had 18 points through 3 quarters and threw in 18 more in the fourth.
I love it.
36-4.
Hatchback.
Come here,
hatchback. Bang!
Cold.
Snatch back.
Oh, no, not leaving early.
Yeah.
Spike Lee left early, too.
Well, he came back.
This was the one.
Came back in.
Bang!
I got you, Mike Breen. I got you, Mike Breen.
On Broadway. There you go.
Take your bow.
I love that right there.
How about it? 103-89. The Atlanta Hawks win the series.
Don't be sad, Kenny. Kenny, you all right over there?
Hey, look, man, that's not my Knicks. My
First
Knicks is Paul
series.
Frazier, Earl Monroe, Dave Busher, Bill Bradley, Dick Barnett.
First series win since 2016 for the Hawks, and it comes against a team that swept them in the regular season. They win at 103-89, and what do you say we hear from Marv and Reggie talking to Ice Trae after the game?
Trae, I want you to know, with all the wonderful things you did today, Reggie Miller loved the bow at the end of the game.
Appreciate it.